It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something? We just vibing, we just crazy, baby.
What's up, YouTube? It's Cralisa Victoria. I am back with another video, guys. I am in the middle of cleaning. I know you guys always hear me say this, but it is so true. And the crazy thing is, I'm not a pack rat. I'm not a hoarder. I don't have, 1,000 things. It might look like that. I just came back from a weekend of an excellent wedding. My friend got married. If I didn't say this, if you're new to my channel, then thank you so much for tuning in. If you've already been subscribed, then I want to say thank you so much for returning. But yes, excellent, excelente, fabuloso, fabulous wedding that my friend had. Just nice to see a positive union come together, as well as very beautiful decorations and just a non-toxic weekend is always a great thing in your life. So it was so amazing. It was great. It was beautiful. It was, I don't know what else to say. All of the positive synonyms and adjectives that you can think to describe a wedding that went well, thankfully. So anyway, you see everything in the background. I got an iron, I got some makeup, I got some deodorant right there. I have my vision board on the couch right there. Basically, I will be getting some things done. And I know you guys probably see that trench coat back there and you're like, dang, that same trench coat back there. When I do either hand wash or wash my trench coats, if I don't take them to the cleaner, like if they're able to be washed for whatever reason, I have a tendency of hanging them up that way so I don't put them in the dryer. So if you constantly keep seeing rain jackets looking like that, I just wanted to give you a little backstory. So I'm going to be doing a SALEMS MUKBANG today. Let me get this out before that gets ruined. So basically, I have me some water. This is from the house. This is from here. I bought 5 cases of water for the hurricane, and we don't even have a hurricane this year. Well, at least it hasn't hit Florida like that. We're not having a hurricane like that. So I brought 5 cases of water, which I know was a bit much for one person, but when water becomes scarce, gas becomes scarce, then it's your best interest to fill up your gas canister, fill up your tank, and then also buy as many waters as you think might be needed. So I bought 5 cases, just because if I don't use them for, like, if electricity doesn't go out and you don't need water for taking a bath or anything like that, I have water to consume. So you can't go wrong with buying water. It's purified. Obviously, I have to get used to the taste, because if you drink water, then you know all water does not taste the same. So I drank this and I was like, excuse me. It took me a few bottles to actually try to adjust to the taste, because it is so different from what I typically drink. But in the event that you feel like, oh, this water, it just doesn't taste right, always add you some lemon, and think about if you want to make it colder, room temperature. I prefer room temperature water. It's better for you, but also sometimes the sensitivity of cold gets to my teeth and I can't take it. So I'm going to show you guys what I got from SALEMS. So basically today what I got was, and my fries are becoming soggy, so probably not gonna, I don't know what they did to my seasoning, but it tastes sweet and I'm not a fan. So here's my shrimp. I like to get this amazing signature sauce they have called Boom Boom sauce. So it's kind of like a zesty sauce. Then I like to take my ketchup packets, and I like to add my ketchup packets into here, because this sauce does have a little kick. And if you guys know anything about me, you know that when I was young, I was a little girl, I used to love spicy foods and things like that. But as I got older, I don't care for them as much. Not saying, oh, she won't eat anything spicy at all. Here and there, like if something's really good and I really like it, but it has a kick, sometimes I'll bite the bullet because I really like the taste of whatever I'm eating. But for the most part, you're not going to catch me going to order anything spicy on a given day. No, you're just not going to catch it. It's just not my life. And some people are like, oh my gosh, she used to love spicy. Hint, used to. When I was a little girl. Your palate change when you get older and things like that. Over the last few years, spicy has not been my thing. I don't care for it. So this is a nice zesty sauce. So I like to take my shrimp. Oh my gosh, dip it into the sauce. Sometimes you gotta look back at your food because you're like, well, dang, you taste good. You know, so then I just dip my shrimp into this sauce. It's hard to talk during mukbangs without talking with your mouth open. So if smacking is a pet peeve of yours, we're on the same page. I can't stand when somebody smacks. But truth of the matter is, you can't do a solid mukbang without chewing your food. Like if you do, it'll probably take you way longer. Like in my opinion, when I do mukbangs, they already take me a while because you're trying to eat and you're trying to talk. So, These jokers are hitting the spot today. And I was a little worried at first because, and yes, y'all already know I got my Polar Pop. My friend said, I'm so sick of hearing about you and that Polar Pop. I'm always talking about a dang on Polar Pop. Y'all just tell me if it's worth it. Polar Pop. Like, comment below if you have Polar Pops in the state you live in. And is it a part of your regular routine? Like, you get almost 44 fluid ounces basically for 86 cents. That's tax included. So you tell me what you think. 79 cents before tax, 86 cents after tax for us. You tell me 44 fluid ounces. Where are you gonna get that for that price? You go to like Chick-fil-A, you go to any of them places, they're gonna charge you almost $3 for a drink that big. And the thing about it is, once I eat and I drink my drink, I get full. And it's great because I'm not really snacky or anything. Like, when I'm done with this whole meal, the rest of the day I have a wild berry smoothie I made in the refrigerator that I'm gonna drink at some point for a snack. And then it's water. After I finish my Polar Pop and my food, it's already midday. It's like 2 o'clock or whatever. My first time eating of the day. And people ask like, oh, do you do intermittent fasting? And the truth is, I naturally intermittent fast without trying. And when I say I naturally do it, I'm just basically saying how I eat in the manner of someone who intermittent fasts. Like, for example, I typically don't eat breakfast. I know breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day, but it's the truth. If I do something in the morning, I probably have a beverage. I don't eat until later in the day, and I stop eating by 7, 8 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's like effortless for me to do that, which I must say, when I am not in the gym, and I've been eating one meal a day because simply, honestly, one meal a day, I'm good with one meal a day. Like, the time that I start eating and the time I stop eating, I'm probably going to be able to get 1 or 2 meals in, but most likely 1. Because when the clock starts getting closer to the ending hour, I'm either hungry or I'm not hungry. So, you know, it's nice to be back to how I was, because I feel like there were days where I was having these weird aversions, like cravings for A, B, and C, like sugar and all of these different bad habits. And I realized when I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, I don't sleep a lot of hours and I don't sleep the way that I'm supposed to, but I'm working on it. And I actually put myself to a place where no matter what time I fall asleep, I have to get 6 to 8 hours from that time. Well, if I don't go to sleep until 8 o'clock in the morning, well, that means I'm not going to be getting up until about 1 to 2 o'clock. Between 12 and 2. That I'll actually wake up. And I know some people say, oh, your day is gone when you do that. Well, the truth is, my day is gone in a sense when I don't do that. Even though I have, you know, the energy and I'm up and I'm doing things, it's not healthy, it's not right. So obviously the goal is to try to go to sleep at a reasonable time, to wake up at a reasonable time, but that's just what I've been on. And I must say, since I've started putting myself on that regimen and I haven't been in the gym, I've actually lost 5 pounds. And if you guys go back to my old videos and you hear me talking about this, then you guys know you definitely know that I have been saying that I believe my sleeping patterns were affecting my weight. So when I put the theory to the test and I started sleeping 6 to 8 hours, and I haven't been lifting in the gym and things like that, been drinking my water, I've been eating between time and things like that. And I did I had to do a stool softener for the video that I told you that I'm gonna make at some point. I needed to use a stool softener, so when I utilized that and it worked, normally they will pull all of the water out of your body a certain way. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a method to the madness. I also noticed between that time frame and all of this, I lost appetite and things like that. I wouldn't eat as much. The crazy thing is, that was almost 2 weeks ago, you know, and I'm still suffering from that. Well, I won't say suffering because I'm still here, you know what I mean? But I'm still I'm still having those issues to where my appetite hasn't gone back up as big. And I've always ate like a little bird. So like I said, when I say as big, I'm just saying I had a resistance to wanting to eat. I wanted liquids more than I wanted food. I've just been getting back into the swing of eating at least a full meal. Like I'll eat some fruit or I'll eat some vegetables and that was it. So, my shrimp are so good. When I eat something like this, I always try to eat the most heftiest thing. So my shrimp, the most expensive, the most hefty, I ate those. I ate a little bit of my French fries. But if I should be quite frank with you, and I told you guys this was my first meal of the day, if I should be quite frank, I'm full. So all of these French fries, I'll put them in the fridge. If I get hungry later, I'll most likely throw them in the oven, add a little golden crisp to them, and eat them. If I don't, then oh well. The biggest part I wanted out of here was the shrimp. And it's cheaper to do the meal with the shrimp than to do the shrimp by themselves. So yeah, you guys know I eat pescatarian, more so vegetarian over pescatarian, but you guys know that pescatarians have the option for seafood. I don't eat seafood every day. I don't eat it at, like, you know, as much. Therefore, you know, there still is some thoughts and talks to myself about potentially switching over to complete vegetarian. I've been eating like that mainly anyway, but like I said, the only exception is I consider myself to not be completely vegetarian because I do sometimes have seafood. And because of that, I still call myself pescatarian. I would like to be in the vegetarian category, but I believe as I continue to grow as an individual, and I've been eating plant-based for a while, but I just feel like as life continues to go and I continue to study my body and to understand my body and things like that, I'm gonna discover whether or not I want to go vegetarian, because I've heard of some vegetarians saying that they lost their menstrual cycle during the vegetarian state, and I don't know if it ever came back. But I know as much as I dread my periods, as much as my periods make me super, super, super duper sick, I know that it's a human, it's a part of the human life for a woman, okay? I know that we're supposed to shed our lining every month, and it's just a normal thing. It's a part of our makeup. It's a part of our body. So I couldn't imagine not having my cycle when I'm supposed to have my cycle. Obviously, women get to a certain age and they experience menopause and they go through hot flashes and stuff like that, and their cycles are no longer like there anymore and all of this thing, but that's a part of their life. That age bracket of when they hit menopause and start sweating and all of that stuff is a part of their life. But to be a youngin and also not have your cycle, that's a problem. Like, I met this little girl, she's just the cutest, and I found out that she's vegetarian. Well, number one, shout out to Lil Sis, because she's young and she's also a vegetarian. So she definitely has her mind together for her to know that, like, not eating meat is definitely a great move. However, my only concern is you don't want that cycle to be interrupted or affected in a negative way. Like, you don't want to go ghost on a cycle, and you, one, haven't even had your first menstrual cycle before, or two, maybe you've had a couple of them, but now you've switched to this vegetarian state and you lost your period permanently. That doesn't happen for everybody, but I do know vegetarians that has happened to. But what I'm saying is, know your body, know what's good for you. If something causes you to be completely deficient and something causes you to lose your cycle or causes you to lose the quality of life that you're supposed to have, then you have to ask yourself, is this working for me or it isn't? A lot of people gravitate to the vegetarian or plant-based life because they think it's a trend, it's a fad. But my reasoning, your reasoning could be different. I told you guys in many of videos that I stopped eating meat when I discovered that it was the factor that was causing me to get sick a lot. It was contributing to. Even with, I'm looking at my skin and my face and everything, and it looks a lot better. But I definitely think I am sensitive to dairy. I have a sensitivity probably to gluten as well. So gluten, dairy, meat, all of that, like, it was causing me to be, you know, have breakout, causing me to have just ill feeling, not feeling it. Everything I ate, I was sick. So when you ask me about not eating meat, for me, it's not difficult. It's not, I'm not going to say it's not difficult. I don't have a battle with eating meat every day. You know what I mean? It's just a way of my life. I don't eat it. But at the same time, it's that I don't want to be sick all the time. You know how people are like, oh, it's so good, I'm going to have to just be sick behind it. I don't want that behind what I was eating and things like that, because it was causing me all kinds of other problems because now I want to go to sleep. Now I have to worry about, am I having leaky gut problems? Am I having regular gut problems? These are things that popped up in my mind. Are these symptoms of a leaky gut? Are these symptoms of, because having bad habits contributes to a lot of those ailments. Not one of those people who want to walk around and just, oh, I have this or I have that, like want to have 1,000 problems to just say you're allergic to this or have this or that. That's not me. But I know when I'm either allergic to something, sensitive to something, and obviously I'm going to get tested and have my doctor say, hey, you have, like recently, I couldn't figure out why here and there I would be having weps and like breakouts like a hive. Didn't know why. And recently I had been paying attention to every little thing I was doing, and I got out the shower and I wrapped myself in my towel and I sat down for about 5 to 10 minutes doing a couple things, and the half of my back started welting and I started having small little hive bumps, and I said, well, what the heck? The only thing that I had at that moment was wrapped in a towel. And guess what? I looked at the towel. The towel was 100% cotton. But I had the same incident happen to me when I washed my face the week before with a clean washcloth. I started noticing it was red hive looks all up and down my cheeks. When I looked into that cotton cloth and I looked at that washcloth, 100% cotton. And I'm like, don't they tell us women use 100% cotton panties, use 100% cotton this and that? And here I am using cotton products for face, body, all of these things, and I'm noticing welts on my face. I'm noticing hives on my face, like, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, please don't tell me I got a cotton sensitivity. So when I wear cotton clothes, I would notice I'm itching a lot, and I'm like, it can't be my detergent because I use non-sensitive detergent. I use like the non-scented detergent for sensitive skin. So I'm like, if you're allergic to the non-sensitive, then it's really a problem. So then I'm like, well, if it's not that, what else could it be? So then I started realizing, I started flipping tags. Like one night I changed my shirt like 3 or 4 times. And every time I changed my shirt, it wasn't making sense to me at the moment. But then I went back, I picked up all of those shirts, all 3, 4 of those shirts. And I flipped my tags and they said 100% cotton, 100% cotton, 100%. And I was itching and I had bumps and things like that. So I'm starting to think maybe there's a sensitivity to cotton, or maybe when cotton merges with that detergent, could that be the problem? So I'm trying to discover a lot of things, but you have to discover the things about you and do something about them. Don't make a decision for your life, because me eating no meat, plant-based and things like that, this isn't a diet, it's a lifestyle. And if something like this is going to be your lifestyle, or a decision that you make is going to be your lifestyle, then you need to make sure that it is best for you and that it is crucial for your life. Don't make decisions off of, oh, so-and-so does this, so I'm going to do it. No, don't be a Mrs. Me Too. Set the tone, be a leader, and do what's best for you. For me, let's just talk, because I don't want you guys to think I'm sitting in front of you and I'm just this perfect girl or woman. No, let me tell you what my addiction, Coke. Coke is in here, and Coke is not good for you. And I'm gonna have to take a sip, so judge me. Coke is not good for you, but why do I drink Coke? Sometimes when I feel like my sugar might be low, or something like that, and I can physically tell when my sugar is low, like my whole body's so lethargic and things like that, I'll drink some Coke. And sometimes when I feel like stressed, I'll drink my Coke. And sometimes I'm just like, I just need a Coke. I'm not saying this is a good habit. There was a point, and I have to find this picture because I need to show you guys where I came from, where I was stressed out so much. I already eat like a bird, like I told you guys, so I wasn't eating a lot, but I'm always filled on my liquids. Like I always make sure I drink my liquids, my water and things like that. I was drinking 2 to 4 Cokes a day. Sis was getting her drinking her Coca-Cola on, okay? At this moment, I don't drink Coke every day. But when I do drink Coke, I have been doing it at least one time. I don't drink it 3 or 4 times, one time. Because it is a bad habit that I am trying to get out of my life. I drink my ginger ale when I'm sick, and I also sometimes drink my ginger ale when I want a strong drink. But that day I might not drink Coke. So to me, it's like a, and you know, there's ginger and ginger ale, so there's some benefit to that, but that's how I supplement when I don't have my Coke. And you guys, even though Coca-Cola is a drink, bad habits are a drug. No matter how you look at it, bad habits are a drug. So when I'm drinking my Coca-Cola, this is a drug, you know? If you feel like I just cannot get through without it, it is a drug. It is an addiction. It is a problem. Okay, so I'm not saying I'm happy about this, but I just want to show you an imperfect portion of my life. I want you guys to see that when I'm talking to you through the lens of this camera, that I'm not the perfect woman in the world. Like, there's someone who's going to watch my video who's major insecure, and I'm not picking on you, but you're going to think everything I do and everything I say is so perfect. So here's to you. I'm not. I'm drinking Coca-Cola. It's a lot of ice, and it waters down my drink, and I do that on purpose, but it's still not a good habit. So I want you to know, like, if you're feeling like I just fail all the time, or, you know, she's so perfect and I'm not. Here's an example. This Polar Pop Coke, and there's days where I get a full Polar Pop like this, a lot of ice, but it's Powerade, so cut me some slack. But I just want you to know I'm not perfect. This is one of my bad habits. So hopefully you guys learned something out of this video. I'm gonna get into another video because today I feel it in my spirit that I'm gonna be shooting a couple videos for y'all, at least 2. If I can shoot more than this, I will. But yeah, make sure you guys follow me on all my social media. Shout out to my girls who have locks. If you have locks, go follow me on Babe, B-A-B-E, with locks on Instagram, okay? If you want to be featured, then tag us. You can be featured. It's just a positive community of babes with locks. And, you know, this brand is definitely growing, and it's definitely a lot of good positive feedback. And even if it doesn't grow to be as huge as one anticipates it to be, it is just an appreciation for beautiful women with locks. I love the page. There's obviously a lot of people who love the page. The page has been up since July, been more active since I would say past August, about, you know, August to going into September. And one of our posts is already up to like 100 likes. And I know that doesn't mean much to you guys, but to me, as the influencer, as the beauty module, as that type of person, I get to see the analytics behind it. And I'm a numbers person, you guys might not be. So for me to see the analytical side, the analytics, and to see how many people are viewing our profile, how many people are viewing our stories. There was a day where our story, you know, was almost up to like 100 people watching it. And for it to be a relatively new channel and this much attention and feedback, I appreciate it. There's been a lot of women who's been featured, and they've been tagged, and they've come back and they said thank you for the feature. Like, to be a small page with barely that many followers and to get that type of reply back from these beautiful women, it means a lot. And you guys might not like business, you might not love business, but I love business, and I love numbers, and I love being able to see how my analytics have grown. Even with YouTube, I've grown exponentially. You know, when I looked at my start, I started my channel in 2014, but when I started that channel, it was more so like I was doing acting gigs, like here and there, local gigs, and, you know, I met these awesome people who were like bros and everything like that. You know, we shot a video film or whatever for a local little movie, and they were like, yo, you need to get your YouTube, you need to set it up. But these are like internet nerds, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, I'm just saying they know their stuff. They're educated on technology nerds, rather. They are good with technology. They just, you know, they know this. So at that time, I wasn't looking at YouTube as popping. Like, did I watch a lot of YouTube? Yeah. You know, but was I looking at my platform being an influence? No. But I'm grateful I came into contact with them, because the more I think about it, it's like they started my channel for me. Well, I don't want to say they started it for me, because if YouTube should check onto this video and they're like, oh, so you didn't make your channel? Yes, I basically did have my channel. I did put my info in, but I'm saying these guys helped me to be able to formulate my channel. And it was great because, you know, like obviously they made it just, helped me make it just for me. They weren't looking for anything in return. And we made the channel and everything like that. And it was initially so we could put our pranks and all of our, you know, vlogs and everything that we were doing on our channels. But then I moved, they moved, things happened, we left, and both ways I didn't use my YouTube like that. So 2015-16 comes, I'm on there here and there, sporadically, one time here, one time there. I was a blue mooner every blue moon. And then it got to a point where I started trying to dabble into my channel more, and I still wasn't as consistent because it was just like a hey. But then I started, and you guys know I don't like to talk about religion deeply in my channel because everybody believes different, and I don't ever want to knock religions, nor do I want to get too deep into mine. But I began to pray, and I said, Lord, I know what my passions are. I know what my purpose is. I know that I'm placed in this world to make a difference, to make an impact, to be somebody better, to be bigger, to, you know what I mean? I knew this. And I wanted to know, how do I expand my platform? Like, obviously, you know, I wanted to do acting, which I'm not going to say wanted with past tense. I'm just going to keep this as these are the things I'm passionate about. Acting, writing, talking, impact, making a difference in people's lives and things like that. So I knew that this was something I wanted, but I kept trying to figure out, how do I expand my platform? What can I do to reach a multitude of people whom I've never met? And it hit me in 2018 to 19 when I finally started wanting to, you know, be on my channel more. And I said, what better way to do it than to actually utilize my channel more? And some people get on here for whatever reasons they get on here. But if you have a passion and a purpose for YouTube, if it is genuinely something that you enjoy and you want to do, and you love vlogging and you like talking to people and you like, you know, being there for people you've never met, and this is truly your purpose and your passion, then no matter how many people are subscribed to your channel, no matter how many views you get, no matter how many likes you get, you will continue to go because it is a part of your passion and your purpose. And I began to think, that's me. Even if I had one viewer, I've done my job for the day because I've impacted one person. Even if you listened to me, but you didn't agree with me, I was able to get a message out. So for me, it was just like, you need to do better. And when I adopted that mindset, I remember when I would see my channel and I literally had 2 subscribers, 5 subscribers. And then one day I got to like 10 subscribers or 12 subscribers, and it wouldn't move. And I started to think, just be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. And here I am. I've been consistent from the end of, I would say I've been most consistent in the year of 2019. So when I started being consistent a few months back, that's when I started to know I grew from 12 to 74 to 75 subscribers. Like, you know what I mean? And obviously they jump and they go down and they go up and things like that. But that's when I began to jump. My analytics said that I was over the charts, 999%. I had a YouTuber, she hit 1,000, which 1,000 is a threshold that you need to hit as part of being able to be monetized for your YouTube channel, which I will talk about at another time. But she hit that, but was having trouble with her analytics. And I'm just looking at my problem being, I gotta hit the threshold of subscribers you got, but I don't have problems with my analytics. My watch time and things like that are over 30,000 in a matter of a few months, and you only need 4,000. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna make another video and I'll talk about some other things at some point about what you have to do to be monetized for YouTube. It's a few things that some people might want to know. Maybe I'll even share a few things that I actually do just to prep for my YouTube and things like that. And hopefully it can help somebody, maybe a YouTuber or somebody who's aspiring to be a YouTuber. But like I said, it's not for the faint at heart. YouTube is something that you have to be passionate about, and it has to be a part of your purpose. If it's not, then, you know, maybe you're not going to take it seriously, or maybe you're not going to do the best that you can do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I talked a lot, but I'm going to be talking a lot more because I want other videos to be posted today. I also have to post my morning routine, which I might post it tomorrow. Maybe I'll post it, I don't know, today. I don't know. But I'm going to post this video hopefully today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and smash the subscribe button. And go follow us on Instagram. And yeah, I'll be back with more. Till next time, I'll see all of you beautiful people in my next video.
It's only 11 something.